Hey you guys, this is Michelle at Heart Alchemy Yoga, and we're filming today at the Springs in downtown Los Angeles. Today's practice will do a mandala flow, a mandala inspired flow. We've been getting some requests for some more of those, and it's one of my favorite ways to practice too. It's kind of a fun and creative flow. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to your mat, come to child's pose. Sit your hips back on your heels and allow your forehead to rest to the floor. Allow your breath to deepen. And smooth out the breathing. And then when you're ready, come up to all fours. And on an inhale, drop the belly, arch your back to cow. And as you exhale, round into cat pose. And then inhale, drop the belly, arch the back. This time, lengthen the right leg straight back behind you. And as you exhale, draw the right knee into your chest, round through the upper back. Inhale, lengthen the right leg back. Exhale, bend the elbows for a half push-up. And then inhale, press back up. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest. Again, inhale, right leg back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, right knee hugs into your chest, and then left toes tuck under. Press to a three-legged dog. Lift the right leg up, inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot up to the front of your space. And then from here, you'll turn your right foot out 45 degrees, roll to the outer right foot, spin to the outer left foot, reach the right arm up to the sky. And if you want more, you can stretch the right arm over your right ear. Good. Take a few breaths here. Push up out of that left shoulder. Good. And then right hand down, plant the right foot. Right fingertips to the outer right foot. Right leg straight. Take a few breaths. Lengthen your spine. Draw the right hip into the left hip so you're not collapsing the right hip out. You hug it in. Good. And then spin the left heel flat to the floor. Turn the right toes in so you come to a wide straddle forward fold. Take the hands about shoulders width apart. Hug the elbows in. Let your head drop. And then come up to stand. And turn your left foot to the back of your mat. Bend the left knee. We're just still warming up here. Take the right hand back, left arm up for reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Come up on the back toes. Step up onto the left leg for standing splits. Spread through the toes, flex the quadriceps, shoulders away from the ears. And just one more breath here. Okay, as you exhale, take the right foot to the outside of the left foot. The ankles cross. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Fold forwards on the exhale. And then plant the feet down, ankles still crossed. Rise up to stand up on the inhale. And exhale, left hand to the left side. Right arm reaches over the right ear. Deep breath through your nose. Good. And then both arms reach up, big inhale. Exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Inhale, lengthen, and lift the right leg back again. Exhale, step the right foot straight back behind you and come up to crescent pose. So just kind of fun to break out of the linear style yoga flow practice that I usually teach, that most of us tend to teach. This is just a nice way to wake up the creative centers in the brain. One more breath in, sink a little lower, and then as you exhale, hands down to the mat, step back to plank, and take a vinyasa, lower to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Deep breath through your nose. Good. And then lift the right leg up again. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through to the front of your mat. Spin the right foot out again. Roll to the outer right foot. Spin to the outer left foot. Right arm reaches up and over the right ear. Just a few breaths here. Hips up. Good. And then bring the right hand down. Plant the right foot. Come up on the back toes. Press the right leg straight, just like before. Lengthen your spine over your right leg. You're welcome to use blocks here if they help you. And this time you'll spin your left heel flat, bend the right knee, come up to warrior one. Soften the shoulders, hug the belly in, sink down into the right hip. Outer left hip spirals forwards towards the front of your mat, which used to be the back of your mat. One more breath. Good, now open up to warrior two pose just for a breath. And you'll spin to your left foot, turn the left foot out, right toes turn in, you're in warrior two. And then reverse warrior, inhale. And as you exhale, hands down to the mat. Come up on the back toes. Step the right foot up to the front of your space. This time feet together. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Fold forwards on the exhale. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Fold forwards, exhale. Lengthen, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog pose. Couple of breaths here. And then lower the knees to your mat. Inhale, drop your belly arch to cow. Exhale, round through your spine to cat. And then inhale, arch your back, lengthen the left leg back behind you. Exhale, left knee hugs in, round through the upper back. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Exhale, left knee draws in. Again, inhale, left leg reaches back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Exhale, left knee rounds in. Good. Now tuck the right toes. Press to a three-legged dog. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through to the front of your space. Okay, from here you'll spin to the outer left foot. Spin the left foot out 45 degrees. Come to the outer right foot. Hips lift up. Left arm reaches over the left ear. Breathe deeply. Good. And then plant the left foot. Bring the left hand down to the outside of the left foot. Straighten the left leg. Fold forwards. Get the length of your spine. Get space around your neck. And then right heel spins flat, left toes turn in. Fold forwards. This time, if you like, you could grab onto your ankles. Shoulders away from the ears. And then come on up to stand. Turn your right foot to the back of your mat, which is now the front of your mat for a minute. Warrior two pose. To reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale the hands down to the ground. Step up onto the right leg. Come to standing splits. Breathe deeply. Whatever you do, breathe deeply. And then take the left foot to the outside of the right foot, the ankles cross. Lengthen, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Ground through the feet. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale the right hand to the right leg. Side stretch to the left. Take a couple of breaths here and just maintain the point of contact of your feet and the ground beneath you. And stretch. Then both arms reach up. Inhale. Fold forwards on the exhale. And as you inhale, lengthen and lift your left leg. Exhale, step the left foot straight back behind you and come up to crescent pose. Couple of deep breaths here. Hug the inner legs together. Shoulders slide down the back. Take a deep breath in, lift the belly, lift the heart. Exhale the hands down to the ground. Step to plank and take a vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And lift the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through to the front of your mat. Back heel flat to the ground. Come up to warrior one pose on the left side. Inner legs engage. Pubic bone lifts up. Front of the pelvis tilts up. Shoulders soften. Sink down into the left hip. And then open up to warrior two just for a breath. And you'll spin back to the old front of your mat. Right foot turns out. Left toes turn in. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Come up on the back toes. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Feet together, lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the right leg up, inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot through to the front of your mat. Good. But again, turn the right foot out, roll to the outer right foot, roll to the outer left foot. Right arm reaches overhead for a breath. And then right hand down, plant the right foot. Come up on the back toes. Straighten the right leg. Good. And then from here, you'll spin your left heel flat. Come to warrior two pose. Soften your shoulders, soften your gaze. And you'll take your right arm underneath your left arm for eagle wrap and spin your left foot out so both feet turn out. You're in temple pose. Soften your shoulders. Sink your sitting bones down. Breathe. Lift the elbows a little. And then you'll spin to the back of your mat, bend the left knee, release the arms to warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. And then left leg straight for reverse triangle. Lengthen forwards, come to triangle. Left hand down to a block or the floor on the outer left foot. You could also grab onto your left shin if that feels appropriate for your body. Lengthen through the left side ribs and the left side of your waist. Breathe. Then step up onto the left leg. Come to half moon. Flex the feet. Spread the toes. Soften the shoulders. And grab a little rotation through the upper back. Good, and just one more breath here. Okay, and bend your left knee. Lower the right hand down, bend your right knee. Curl into a little ball for a breath. And then straighten the leg so you're back in a standing split position for just a breath. And then right foot to the outside of the left foot again. Lengthen on the inhale. Fold on the exhale so the ankles are crossed. Inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, left hand to the left leg. Reach the right arm overhead. Good. Both arms reach up now. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. And inhale, lift the right leg, lengthen the spine. And exhale, step back to crescent pose. Float the arms up. Big breath in. And now we'll take a prayer twist to the left. Palms together in front of your heart. Breathe with it. If you want more, some of you could open the arms, right arm along the outside of the right leg, left arm to the sky. Lean your head back a little bit. Hug the navel in. Good, and then bring both hands down to either side of the left foot. Lower the right knee to the ground. And with your left hand, reach back for the right foot. If you can't reach the right foot, you can just leave it on the floor. That's fine. Some of you, if you want more, you can lower the right elbow down, sink the hips down. And if you like, you can turn the left foot out, roll to the outer left foot. Just grabbing a little hip stretch, a little quad stretch, a little twist, one more breath. And then release the right leg. Take the hands down. Come into a runner's lunge. Step back to down dog. Lift the left leg up. And as you exhale, bring the left knee over to the right elbow. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. And inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee to the chest. And then plank pose, both legs straight. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Just take a few cycles of breath here to ground yourself. Just be present. Practice presence. And lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through to the front of the mat, spin the back heel flat. Come to warrior one pose. And open up to warrior two. And reverse warrior, inhale. And we'll come into side angle on the exhale. Either right elbow to right thigh or right fingertips to the inner right foot. Left arm over the left ear. Breathe. Soften your jaw. Sink the right hip down a little bit. Open the right knee slightly. And then come up to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Turn the right foot in. Maybe, if you can fold forwards pretty easily from this position, you can bring your feet a little closer together. Take the arms behind your back, and if you can, come to the reverse prayer. So either palms together behind your back, or if you can't do that, you can do your fists together behind your back and fold forwards, let your head drop. Retract the shoulder heads, whichever variation you're taking. Good, and then come back up to stand. And turn your left foot back out. Bend the left knee. You're in warrior two. Again, right arm under the left arm for eagle wrap. Turn towards the left leg. for eagle. We'll step the right leg up and over the left leg. If you can, double cross the right ankle around the left and go for it. If not, don't sweat it. Enjoy it for what it is. Just with deep appreciation for your healthy body enabling this practice. Breathe. Okay, we're going to come to warrior 3. Release the right leg. If you can keep the arms wrapped, you can play with that. Extend the right leg back. Spread through the toes. Lengthen the torso. And now if you've got the arms wrapped, release them. Bring the right fingertips under the right shoulder. Flex the right foot so the right toes point straight down. Reach the left arm up. You could also take a block under your right hand for twisting half moon pose. Slide the shoulders down the back. Belly in. Bring it into the upper back. Inhale. And then left hand down on the exhale. Good. And then from here, you'll take your right knee to the outside of your left foot and sit all the way down. And we'll come into a seated spinal twist. One more twist to the left. Left hand to the ground behind you. Right arm either around the left knee or over the left thigh. And twist. Good, just breathe with it. Good, and then come back to center. Uncross the legs, put the feet on the floor. Stage 1, grab onto the backs of your thighs. Stage 2, lift the feet up, keep the knees bent. Stage 3, release the arms. And stage 4, straighten the legs for Navasana. Take the arms back into the shoulder sockets. Lift your gaze. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth too. Why not? One more breath in. And then cross the ankles. Bend the knees. Plant the palms. And either step back or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog pose. So that was one cycle, and now we'll go back in the other direction. Okay, so lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through to the front of your mat. Spin the left foot out 45 degrees. Roll to the outer left foot. Spin to the outer right foot. Left arm over the left ear for a breath. And then left hand down. Plant the left foot. Straighten the left leg. Spin the right heel flat. Come up to warrior 2. Bend the left knee. Good, and in this warrior 2, you'll take your left arm under the right arm. Spin the right foot out so that you're in temple pose with an eagle wrap. Soften your shoulders, sink your hips. Breathe. And then you'll turn your right foot out, left toes in. Bend the right knee, left leg straight. Warrior 2 to reverse warrior. And then straighten the right leg for reverse triangle. Reach forwards, come into triangle pose. Deep breath. The breath is what brings us back to the moment. The breath is what keeps us alive. The breath is the touchstone for the meditation. And yoga flow is a meditation in motion. Step up to half moon. Flex the feet, spread the toes. Slide the shoulders down the back. The breath is also a direct line to spirit. To inspire is to take in spirit. Your breathing practice will inspire your life. So breathe deeply, everybody. One more breath. And then left hand down. Bend the right knee. This makes the transition a little safer. So both knees bend in. Curl into a little ball. And then straighten the legs. Come to standing splits. And just one breath here. And exhale the left foot to the outside of the right foot so the ankles cross. Come all the way up to stand up. Sweep the arms up. And then exhale, right hand to the right leg. Side stretch. Good. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Fold forwards on the exhale. And then lengthen, lift the left leg. Inhale. Step back to crescent pose. Come on up. And now we'll take a prayer twist to the right. You can start with the palms together in front of your heart. And for those of you that prefer to work a little deeper, you can. Deeper is not necessarily better, so what's better is that you listen to your body. So be intelligent with your practice. Shoulders down the back, belly in, twist into the upper back. Good, and then release both hands down to either side of the right foot. Lower the left knee. Plant the left hand if you can. Maybe catch the right foot with the left hand. Catch the left foot with the right hand. If you want to come deeper, you can bend the left elbow. Spin the right foot out 45 degrees. Roll to the outer right foot. Good. And so just give it another little something. And then you'll release. Take the hands down to either side of the right foot. Tuck the back toes. Press to a three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee over to the left elbow. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow for a breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to the chest. And then plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. And then moving on, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, step through. Come up to warrior one for a breath. Open to warrior two for a breath. And we'll come in for side angle pose, left fingertips down, right arm over right ear. Deep breath through your nose. Sink the left hip down. Hug the left hip into center. And then come on up to stand. Straighten the left leg. Turn the left foot in. Either fists together behind your back, totally cool. Palms together behind your back if you can do. Take the shoulder heads back, lower ribs in. Fold forwards, let your head drop. And then come on up to stand. Turn your right foot out, release the arms out. Bend the right knee. Left arm under the right arm again for eagle wrap. Turn to the right leg. Step the left leg up and over for eagle pose. Sink the hips down. Lift the elbows up, soften the shoulders. Relax your face. And then we'll transition from here to warrior 3, either with the arms wrapped or unwrapped. Lengthen through the left leg. See if you can get the left leg level to the right as best you can. Spread the toes on both feet. And then release the arms if they're wrapped. Right hand down to the floor or a block. Left hand down to the floor or a block under the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up to the sky for twisting half moon. Breathe. Lots of requests for this one always. Just kidding. Not many people are requesting this one, but I'll tell you, it's so good for your body. So good. Just get that outer hip stretch. IT band. One more breath. And then right hand down. Bend the knees. Left knee to the outside of the right foot. Sink the hips down, both sitting bones down. And then we'll twist again to the right. Breathe with it. Good, and then come back to center. Uncross the legs. Plant the feet. We're coming in for second set of Navasana. Make sure you keep the knees together in this pose. You can either grab the backs of the legs or without. You can keep the knees bent or the legs straight, whatever feels good to you. Just make sure you keep the chest lifted up. You don't want to be rounding through the back too much. And we'll take just one more breath here. And check it out. We're going to come all the way into plow pose. Roll onto your back. Feet come to the floor over your head. If this is not appropriate for your back or your neck, then don't do it. But for those of you that can do, walk the shoulder blades together onto the back. And then maybe lift the legs up for shoulder stand. So sometimes it's good to come to our mats with the spirit of play. And that's really today's practice. Just an opportunity to get out of our head, right, and into the creative mind. Okay, one more breath here. You can linger if you like at home. And then you'll take the feet back to the floor of your head for a breath. And we're going to come all the way back up to seated position with your legs straight in front of you. Reach the arms up and fold forwards into Paschimottanasana, which is actually a pretty nice counter stretch for shoulder stand. Same pose, but without the weight on your neck. You can let your neck and your head and your back release. And then come on up, bend the knees, plant the feet on the floor about hips width apart. We're going to come onto our backs, hips by the heels, and come into a bridge pose. So go ahead and just lift the hips up, walk the shoulders under the back. Some of you interlace your fingers if that feels good to you. Plant the feet down. And just another breath here. Unroll the shoulders. And just come down onto your back and lay here for a moment. We are going to come for one more back bend, or more if you're at home, you want to do a series of back bends, that's cool. So you can either come for another round of bridge pose, which is in many ways more back strengthening than back bending, but if that feels good to you, do that. If you want to come deeper and you have a wheel practice, an Urdhva Dhanurasana practice, you can plant the palms just above the shoulders and come up onto the crown of your head first. Always take this extra step. Walk the hands in a little bit, draw the elbows in. I usually come up on the tippy toes to get that initial lift up. Press the arms straight, and then maybe walk the feet in and plant the heels down. If you want to walk the hands in, You can do that too. Let your head drop. Good, and then come down and rest for a moment. You can separate the feet and drop the knees in towards each other. And take the right knee, stack it on top of the left knee like eagle. And then you'll take the knees up towards your chest and grab onto the outer feet with your hands. So you can have the heels close to your butt, or you can start to pull the heels away from your butt. But the idea is to get a stretch in the right piriformis muscle especially. It's a nice back release. Allow your breath to slow down a little bit. And then release the feet. Keep the legs like this though. Set the left foot on the floor, hips to the right a little bit. And then drop your knees over to the left for a twist. Good, and then come back to center. Uncross the legs, level the hips. Take the left knee on top of the right knee. Knees to the chest. Grab the outer feet with the hands. Give the feet a little flex. Aldous Huxley said that to maintain the spirit of childhood in old age is the secret of genius. As we move through time, we tend to play less and work more. We tend to grow more serious. We tend to not dance as much, jump around as much. We tend to not laugh as much as we did when we were kids. And so to have practices that invoke more playfulness, more laughter, more free-spiritedness, it helps to keep us young. Release your feet. Keep the legs like this. Set the right foot on the ground. Hips to the left a little. Drop the knees to the right. And feel the left shoulder sink down towards the ground. Feel the navel hug in a little bit. Good, and then come back to center, uncross the legs. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to drop open. Allow your eyes to close. Feel your heartbeat in your chest. Feel your breath move in and out of your body. You can rest like this for Shavasana, or you can straighten your legs. can rest here for as long as you like. When you're ready, you can bring your knees together, roll to your side, and press yourself up to sit. And when you get to seated, allow your eyes to close. Rest your hands, palms up on your knees. The spirit doesn't grow old. The spirit is timeless and infinite. To nurture the energy that moves through us, to nurture the heart, the emotions, to nurture higher mind, the listening mind, the observing mind, to nurture the body that we live in, and to nurture the spirit that moves through us. That is to take your practice and advance it. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And take a moment to thank the energy, the emotions, the higher mind, the body, and your soul for enabling this life that you're living and for guiding you through your evolution. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. This is Michelle Goldstein, and we're filming at the Springs in downtown Los Angeles. Please subscribe to Heart Alchemy Yoga to stay in the loop of all of our new classes. We have new classes coming out every week. Please like and share the videos if you feel moved to, and send us your comments and your requests. We're happy to fulfill anything that we can. Namaste, you guys.